Hi, everybody. It's ZOE Game Night.
Yay!
Woo! Thanks, everybody, for joining us who's out there watching. This is going to be the third and final part in our Western space opera. Who knows what we're going to be up to next week. I don't know if you guys caught last night, but there was some Battletech action going on right here in Studio Live. Some preview for the Death from Above. The big stompy robots.
Big stompy robots!
Probably more of that coming next Wednesday, or so I hear. About the same time. Yes. Yep. And then, there's Metaverse on Mondays if you want to check that out. It's an okay show. It's fine. Let's see, where did we leave off? How about we kind of start around the table like we have been doing and take a moment, tell us who you're playing to remind the audience at home and what's happened so far. I guess we should probably start with where the whole story began.
Give me a minute.
He's making coffee. Let's go backwards.
Space coffee.
Oh, backwards. Yes.
Let's start at this end.
Well, I was sitting on prison, and then they came and got me because they needed my expertise to blow some things up. Then we hung out for a little bit, told some stories around the table, played some cards. Eventually, I got out that we were going to get rich by stealing Elon's money. So we had to go find out where Elon kept his money. And that was on, where was it? Sapphire? Sapphire is the guys. Sapphire had the guys who knew where Elon kept his money. So we had to go there, ask them a few questions. And then we found some money. Got aboard the space train and...
Space train.
The space train!
Yes, they robbed a space train.
Yeehaw.
Hey,
Some
we
of
have
us
included
robbed
every
space
classic
we all
Western
robbed
element.
it together.
Yeah.
It was a group effort.
Almost bloodlessly as well.
Almost.
Yeah, there was a miraculous roll on somebody's part. There was some computer
That
hacking
was-
going on.
That was it. I still can't. I still just
Greatest
can't.
computer hacking ever performed in the galaxy.
Real dexterous fingers. Real dexterous.
I should say so.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's a great little recap there.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey. Thanks,
Yes.
chat, for remembering so we don't have to.
Yes, and yes.
Uh-huh.
Good job, Pat.
Sounds about
Of course.
right.
Well, it's not really a surprise that she knows the entire story.
It's weird.
Really, she always does, and she also tells really, really great stories. If you're a Metaverse fan, you know from being in Discord and on the Twitter thing that her stories come up that are all supplemental to our show, and they're all really, really great. There was a new one that came out. It was this morning, right? Yeah, a new one that came out this morning.
Yes, it was very good.
Yeah.
Don't tell her I said that though.
Okay, I won't tell her that you said that.
Would never.
Oh, and she's really bad at lying also.
Yeah. And well, let's go back over here to the Marshal and let's talk about how this all started.
All right, so
Seeing as we're at the end, I think it might be time for a little more honesty,
that's
Marshal.
right. Little truth to everybody. Okay, so everybody here has some kind of history with the bad guy
Oh yes,
in some way.
all bad history with them. Everyone has a grudge against.
Everybody
this
doesn't like him for some reason or another. So this retired space marshal, Marshal Lord Primrose Pendleton, decides to gather a posse to hit this man where it hurts him most, so he can draw him out and kill him. And he gets a wronged widow and a brain dead gambling battle psychic.
Apparently the chat thinks I'm
Yeah.
more judgmental than I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Poor brain dead.
And I'm like, there's a fine line where character.
A pugilistic astrophysicist.
It's
And
living.
and a kid I grew up with who grew up into a space criminal who had to put into
The other side of
Space
the
who had to
crime.
put into space jail and then break out of space jail so we could rob the space train in space.
Space.
Which we did by uncoupling all of the cars from each other so they just went floating in random directions and hiding amongst the rubble until we could get to the money car, and then we flew off with it before they even knew what had hit them, which was, by the way, one of the coolest train robberies of all time, as far as
It
I'm
actually will
concerned.
be going down in history as the greatest and most mysterious train robbery in history. It was so bad that you knew that you weren't going to get caught, that you actually had to send a message yourself
Yeah.
without informing your crew.
Like, we could have gotten away
Off
with
to
it
back,
perfectly.
letting him know that you robbed him, because otherwise you would have gotten away with the money. And well, they think that you're trying to get away with the money, I think, and you might want to.
I haven't even looked at the money yet.
Yeah. And it might be coming to the attention of some of the individuals, particularly some people who grew
Oh,
up
yeah.
with the marshal, that perhaps.
Also, phew, that's not so bad. I think I might be all right. Hold on, I have to look.
The marshal really doesn't rob people or have any interest in being.
No,
rich.
he is not a
At
Roman
all.
man.
He's a nice guy.
Most importantly, has no interest in being rich. There would be no reason for him to take this money at all, unless he had another motive.
And it was to to draw him out and kill him, of course.
Which, being that this gentleman is at the head of the largest gang of ruthless outlaws, it's essentially a death sentence.
That's
No.
fine.
It might be coming to your attention as you're flying away with this load of money that maybe the marshal hasn't been playing straight with you, and you might want to have a conversation with him.
What?
Crazy? We didn't talk about this setup that you have planned.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what are
Oh, what's
we...
the name of the planet we're going to?
I was just about to ask, where
You're
are we
headed to the
flying
Caldera belts, and most of them are just designated with numbers. But you're headed to Fort Earp in the Caldera belt.
Ooh, Fort Earp and the Calvera Belt. All right.
Oh, Erp.
Because everything named Earth ended so well.
He died of old age.
A lot of other people.
Oh no, they hit the nail on the head. So, yeah, I'm not 100% planning on getting out of this alive.
No.
Has he been coughing mysteriously?
No, it isn't that kind of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my liver.
Yeah, I know how that one goes.
And it spread to my colon and to my lungs, and it's not good. The doctor gave me about 2 months.
Well,
You know,
Shit.
then
I've
coulda.
lived this long, and I do intend to live a little bit longer.
Oh, I
So-
intend to at least live long enough to see that son of a bitch dead.
Now, I'm willing to help, but you could have been upfront about that.
Well,
Let me know.
don't you prefer a smaller split anyway?
But if it means I'm not getting any split because I'm not going to live, then
Well, if I die, we still have this big train car full of money.
that's fair. You good driving it? Plotting a course away from Erp? If that needs to happen.
Things go wrong, I think I can get us out
Money
of there.
doesn't leave Earp until
Oh, I know.
our man is dead.
Just
plain
want to
and
make sure
simple.
we got the plan.
So, how
If
defensible
anything
is this
unfortunate would happen.
Well, it was moderately defensible before I got a hold of it about a year back.
He spent some time stockpiling it. There's a pair of forward gun emplacements and a single orbital cannon and a pair of fighter defense batteries. It was 100 years ago a state-of-the-art installation.
Well, I am starting to run out of liquor, and sobering is on the horizon.
Good, because we're going to need you a little clear-headed for what's coming.
I figured.
The most important thing being the orbital cannon, preventing any large ship from just bombarding you from space.
So they could chase us, but once we get inside the field of fire there, they're not going to be able to chase us in without going in on the ground, and we're going to be in a canyon.
So
So,
it's a canyon.
Yeah, Fort Earp is located in an intersection of 3 canyons.
Okay.
We can work with this. You got it set up.
no, it's defensible.
I trust.
Got a
most of
sniper
your
tower for
judgment.
the widow. You got nice bottleneck for everybody to have to go through in one direction or another. We should be able to hold them off for some time.
Until Elon shows up.
And I got enough ordnance down there to keep you busy until they show up.
Okay.
Judging by the fact that you had to send a message, you probably have about 3 days before they're going to get to Earth. Gives you 3 days to plan, and 3 days to set up, and 3 days to kiss your sorry asses goodbye.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Sky Voice.
My
Now,
God has
question
spoke
for
to
you,
me.
Marshall. If there's 3 entrances, wouldn't it make sense to at least close off 1 or 2 of them? That way we only know one way that they're coming?
Oh no, we keep them all open, so we just have a couple of them rigged to fall down on whoever happens to run through.
Makes
That
sense.
was the question. Is what
I can-
preparations are you going to take over these 3 days?
I can make things fall down.
I can also make things fall down.
We collapse one of the canyons, set up one of the others to collapse.
How will you set it up to collapse?
Explosives, I imagine.
All right.
Yeah, I figure we
We
start
have
with
like
the explosives.
we have an
and then-
explosives guy.
I do boom booms.
I mean, I suppose we could just have him punch the explosives on the wall.
I'd do it.
Give me a repair
I'll probably
roll for
make it
setting
out.
up those explosives.
Yeah, I figure we start with the explosives, and as they work their way in, they encounter
No, that's the wrong one.
That's
a
right.
few of our more close
There we go.
quarters compatriots.
It's not a good roll. It's not a good,
You
not a
might
good
want to
bomb
spend one of those
setup.
bennies and roll again.
This is pretty important, so I will
Yeah.
take that reroll. Looks like these explosives are not going so well.
Well, we did what we could.
My fingers are so sore from all that hacking that I could not.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
we'll try the other canyon then.
All right. And canyon number 2, explosive charges.
Well, I suppose this helps us pick which one we're gonna leave open.
Yeah, this makes sense. 7.
Pretty good.
Much better than 2.
All right.
We
bit.
doesn't have the we doesn't have the boom boom guy one.
I
No.
have no fear.
Now,
Don't worry
what
about it.
else
They're all
are you
set
gonna
up
do
pretty
over
well.
those 3 days for setting up?
Well, I think for the first time in literal decades, I
Though
will-
one of you has to stay with the car pretty much constantly, so Teddy doesn't go and start eating the money, because he will.
I'll watch him. I ain't that helpful with the preparations.
He's got a thing.
I want to at least look at the money once.
He's got a thing about eating the money. It is money currency from hundreds of different planets. There is gold, silver, platinum, all kinds of weird odds and ends.
Gold pressed
art.
platinum.
I think that might be trademarked, but I'm not sure, so it's not there. Just on principle to be safe.
Just lots of toonies.
There is a huge
few
collection of
babies,
Beanie Babies.
Oh man!
And Beanie Babies isn't
I knew I
trademarked?
should have held on to mine.
Hold on.
Not in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Not in
huge.
space.
Not in space.
No, there's space between
Trademark
us.
law in the out in the Calvera belt. It's a little sketchy.
Yes. There is also Canadian money.
Yeah.
It doesn't count because it's Canadian, but it's there.
But it looks pretty.
It's worth a little less than the other dollars in there.
Guys, they're our neighbors.
And their money's worth just a little
We
bit.
don't want them to see the war coming when we run out of natural resources.
Oh no.
Right.
So,
Anyway, I'm gonna attempt to meditate.
yeah.
Attempt.
There you
I didn't
go.
say attempt.
Good
And
luck.
she's trying to clear her head so she's good to go for the big bad battle.
Because I don't know if this surprises you guys. I do actually have a background with security and
Excuse me.
actual defensive maneuvers. Long time ago.
You could have fooled me.
It was another life.
I have fooled many people.
There's another marigold.
Killed her. Took her place.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
No. No. Felt like it, but no.
Creeping me out.
That's impressive.
Now, we have extra stockpiles with gun racks, stuff like that. that
Okay,
we can
presetting
use.
weapons positions.
I don't know if there's any other people in the area to rally to our cause, but
No,
you
we're gonna rope a
specifically
tiny
kind of
village
selected
into
the
this.
place due to its isolation.
yeah. So I want to make sure everybody's cleared out that might be in the way, is what I'm saying.
And an old man Cooter, the janitor, refused to leave.
Which is weird because
Cooter?
he's only 23.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real old for the
Oh my
Cooters.
god, he's like the prairie guy from Place
So
and
inside of
saddles.
the fort, do you preset anything? Any fallback positions, barricades, anything
Oh,
like that?
every forward position leads to another fallback position.
Okay.
We're just setting them up. I'm setting up the whole way, zigzagged all the way back to the Alamo.
Whoever is in charge of that, make me a security-based roll. If you don't have relevant skill, go with smarts.
Anybody have a security-based skill? Because I
If
don't.
only somebody had a past life in security.
Funny how that works.
I don't think I actually have a security.
Again,
I
it
trusted
was
you.
another time.
Maribel?
There's actually a different character. Now that I think about it.
Give me a smart
Oh,
roll,
that was
Madeline.
my sister.
Okay.
I was gonna do
Okay.
one too. That's okay.
Marigold.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a raise.
Better than explosives.
So your fallback positions are set with a raise. Keeping that recorded.
Hooray! Cover is available.
Yes. And not just cover, good cover.
Ooh.
I'm
Good.
getting
See?
Hard.
What did I tell you?
Cover. Now,
Never disbelieve me again.
I want to set up a couple of real big
as long as
surprises.
you live.
Explain to me these real big surprises.
You know, standard like Home Alone on a larger scale stuff.
Okay.
Oh, so like.
You know,
Skyfall.
instead of paint cans, red barrels, which we all know explode when you
They
shoot
really
them.
explode.
Oh, the red, yeah.
50-gallon red barrels.
which is the only thing I have the
With
shotgun
the,
Yeah.
the
for.
skull and crossbones on it.
Something involving a pit. and,
Spikes?
and maybe snakes. You know, I mean, this is one of those desolate little planets.
There's
Are we gonna have to do
Like,
like,
I've been-
an agility roll? to catch
snakes are a universal constant. They're always there.
Space snakes.
Tactics. I can use
Snakes?
tactics, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a tactics roll.
Snakes?
Hate snakes.
I love snakes.
Always been afraid of snakes.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
All right.
Why
Well,
did it have to be snakes?
oh, that's much better. C'est bon.
7. All right. Are you getting a barrel trap and a pit and snakes set up?
Yeah, like I said, standard like Home Alone shit.
Yeah.
Marbles,
A
they'll
pit of
slip on.
snakes.
You know, like, or they open up a door and a box of grenades falls on them. You know,
With the pin still in. It's just.
no.
like-
You see all the grenades and then the pins fall, and you're like, uh-oh. It has to have a cartoon like it.
And the snakes are in fact venomous.
Sweet.
That's good.
Right.
Venomous snakes.
Little garter snakes.
Because if they
hanging
were
out.
only poisonous, the bad guys would have to eat them in order to get.
I will
Really
make them
effective.
eat those
Oh
snakes.
god.
I'm very big.
Where is Jack? Oh, he's over there feeding assholes snakes.
Jack's got problems.
Oh, I see where you. Okay, no, you could have taken that to a bad place and did. I didn't mean to say people feeding assholes snakes. I apologize. I meant feeding snakes to assholes. That sounds worse. Okay.
They're all bad. Just
You know, I'm just gonna
Moving on.
shoot him.
You've given me the case of the bacon.
From the asshole snakes.
Bang.
Bang.
Oh boy. Got the hostile colonoscopy.
Bang. Bang.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You're really taking a bite out of cancer.
Mm-hmm. That seems to did there. So yeah,
Oh, it's because there's snakes.
you know, uneven terrain for them to come in on.
Oh,
All
snakes.
right. I like this. Okay. Any other preparations
Oh.
you guys are going to attempt?
One of the canyons, the floor of the canyon, about 100 feet back from where it leads out to where we are, all Legos.
ooh.
Oh,
Can you make them oil soaked Legos so we can light them on fire and have fiery Legos?
Now, trust me, the Legos will be enough.
Okay.
Not attached to anything in any way. Loose,
The
single
fire-
Legos.
The firemen actually make the Legos
Or
better
whatever
'cause
the
it'll
whatever
melt
the science
edges.
fiction equivalent
true.
is. I guess they'd be space Legos.
you ever been burned by molten
No, they're
plastic?
Lego
I'm just gonna
blocks.
go on record. It does
It
suck.
hurts. D4 and Legos everywhere.
Yep.
Splegos. Interesting. All right. So Legos, Splegos, explosive charges,
Or, you know,
fallback positions, barrel
guess
traps,
I guess-
and a pit with snakes.
I guess caltrops would be fine as well if we don't. If we
You
don't
can't
wanna
find
be-
Legos.
No,
or
that's one of the
Splegos.
things that was in the train car full of cash was his vintage 1980s Lego collection. All the spacemen.
Are
Every
you really
goddamn
correcting
spaceman.
grammar on
All
Lego,
with the crack.
Sharon?
Always the crack.
You need to be informed about Lego.
All of the Lego?
So many Lego. Although I do like Fuegos.
Oh my god. Pride and Prejudice. Okay. That sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally
Okay,
doable.
we're getting very distracted.
Yes. Moving on.
Legos. So we've got Legos, explosive charges, fallback positions, barrel traps, and a pit with snakes.
Spinakes.
Well, you know, or lizards, or space lizards.
Just making sure I got all this.
Ooh, the
There's
lizards
spinakes
from-
with only front limbs. You just wiggle at
Also,
you.
if there are
They're
any
like
womp
lizards.
rats in this area, I would like to bullseye them.
What?
No.
I used to do it back home all the time. Sorry, I've been sick.
Oh boy. He's just coming up with new inventive ways to just kill the goblins.
It's okay. Like I said, I ain't planning on getting out of this alive. I'm gonna make the game master mad enough to kill me.
I think we should do the normal thing and just like dig some pits, put some sticks on it, and put leaves on it. It's a classic.
Where are we gonna get the leaves?
There's
We got
no
3 days.
leaves.
We can fly to another planet and
We'll
grab
just
them.
go
And they'll be
and
like,
come back.
hey.
They're not
I'm
gonna-
They'll show up and they'll be like, hey, I'm confused by these
like,
leaves.
what is
They're
going
gonna
on?
be
And that'll at least
cactuses.
hold them up for a while.
Exactly, it's perfect.
We're gonna open a Burger King in one of the canyons. Just so people will wait in line for the Impossible Whopper.
Oh no, you can open up a Jackbox and just kill them all.
Yeah, but then nobody would show up until 2 in the morning drunk.
It's true.
So many munchie meals.
And we'd run out of tacos.
You know, taco.
Free tacos.
So yeah, I can't think of anything else we would do unless we can get really big paint cans.
Make industrial paint cans.
Oh, I also want to set up on those log traps like Billy set up in Predator.
Oh, we're gonna Ewok.
Oh, we're gonna get
There's no
those
leaves,
logs
but we
when
got
we
logs?
get the logs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, they're just really large cactuses.
They had to build.
Oh, the
All right,
worst.
we've got 3 days to set up an entire forestry industry in the next planet over.
I've seen more done.
So this
with
is a
less.
working montage.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
And,
dun,
and,
dun,
and
dun,
Marigold
dun,
is just
dun,
like
dun.
sitting there trying to meditate while like
And
also
because
staring
I
at
love
her
to
flask.
torture all of you, while you're doing your montage, you're going to do an interlude.
Oh boy. Oh, I was hoping.
Oh, it's all diamonds and hearts.
I was hoping for this.
All right,
one.
anybody with a diamond needs to tell us a story about desire, and anybody with a heart needs to tell us a story about love.
It's about love.
Doing these in numerical order as per the standard we have set.
That works.
Very
Well,
well.
that gives
Uh-oh.
me at least 2, 3 to wait for.
Think of what-
Yeah, I get to go last. That's good, because my head is empty.
You're first.
All right, I'm actually been thinking about this. I'm excited.
And of course, as always, tell us the circumstances of who and how this story happened.
All right. So, back long time ago in the system. No, it was this system. I almost married someone. If you can believe it or not.
I'm not sure. I'm with Teddy.
Okay, who is here?
Oh,
I think that's up to you.
yeah, I guess maybe
Am I
you're just
talking
maybe
to
you're just
myself?
talking in a
You're
room.
meditating.
Talking to the
It's-
flask.
It's my meditation.
Yes. I came in to get a can of beans earlier, and then you started talking to me, and I left, but you just kept talking. You know, Marshall,
I'm facing the wrong way.
I always like you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna pretend I'm talking, like, I think I'm talking to all of you, but I'm just alone by myself in the galley, just,
Space whiskey will get you.
no, it's the withdrawal from space
Oh,
whiskey.
space withdrawal.
You got the DTs.
Yeah. I love Joss, son of a bitch. Okay. I was in love with this one man. We were young. It was before I joined the order. I met him. It was one of those initiate meetings.
Like Space Code?
I mean, like the order.
Yes.
Space
Yeah.
Code.
So, I was at this meeting. I had heard whispers and rumors about places that people with my specific skill set can go and tune and be able to control what they're able to do. And I was young and terrified, and I had heard about these people. So I went to one of their little gatherings, and I met this boy. He was kind and really one of the first people I'd met that understood exactly what my brain could do. He could do a little bit. He did not have as many midichlorians. I had to go there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna be hanging myself out here.
You're not
I
even
ain't
there.
here yet.
Wandered back in and throw the can away. Oh shit, she's still going.
Still going. But he was nice and kind, and we were together for a couple years. We were new initiates, and it was before we'd taken our oath. And he had gotten some ideas about how the order might not be the best thing. Something about champions of violence and keeping the peace alive and all that stuff that now in my more matured years I come to understand was pretty dead on the money. But I loved him, and he asked me to leave, and I was scared. I knew I could be happy with him, but I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. I was with people that I knew and people who I thought were good for me. But he left, middle of the night. He didn't even tell me after the big fight. No idea where he went, but I ended up forgetting about him and joining up with a militarized space cult. I think sometimes about what would have happened to me if I had gone with him. If I could have had a normal life, something a little less alcohol fueled and pathetic. But we're past that. We're here now, surviving.
Crap, that was a sad.
Yeah. Like,
Damn. All right.
What? Did you think any happy love story was gonna come from this character?
I was some sad shit.
I can dream.
yeah.
Anyway, who's next? Now that you've wandered into the room, seeing her.
Oh, that just walking.
Nope.
Nope, right out of there.
Just dodge the emotions.
That's what I love doing.
But I would definitely go check on the money and see what kind of money is going on. Where I'd run into Jack here.
Hasn't moved.
I know, but I want to count some. I'd like to think about what I'm gonna be getting.
Shot.
No. Jack,
Yep.
I ever tell you about how me and the marshal met?
Is that the one about the? No. Not that you were dressed up as the lady
No.
in the taxi.
I w-
Before that. No, you ain't.
I did what I had to do. Right. Got out.
I ain't
it was
gonna
fine.
judge you about it.
Thank you.
I got paid to get beat up.
Yeah, no, you did. So we all got things in our past.
Yeah.
We were young when we first met. 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Young enough that we were still kids, but our parents started having expectations.
Mm.
Now, Primrose is always the good one. Around the block, he was the one that they trusted. Why don't you be more like the Primrose? Why can't you get good grades like the Primrose? And after a time, it wears on you. How often can you be told that you are not good enough? How can you be told that they wish they had had a son like him instead of a son like me? It was a couple years later where he started getting real interested in law from what I know. We started drifting apart a little bit as I tried to distance myself. But
Right.
still, they would ask if I'd heard from him. They'd ask what he was up to. I was doing okay in school. I wasn't doing the best, but I was trying to make my buy. And it was about that time that Dad started getting sick. He started doing real bad. So I'd visit him. I'd cut out of studies. I'd go see how he was. And really, I just wanted to hear him say that he was proud of me once. Last thing he said to me was that I was an okay kid. Not the best, not even good, just that I was okay. I knew I'd never be like Primrose. I could never live up to the pedestal that they had set him on. I think that's just why I started stealing. If I couldn't get what I wanted from him, if I couldn't get what I wanted from others, then I'd just fucking take it. Nobody's gonna stop me. But after Dad had died, I started looking at Primrose as the one that I really wanted to let me know that I'd done good. Maybe not good, since I was stealing, but
Right.
just let me know that I was good at what I did. And I think this mission is it. He came and got me. He came and said I was the best he knew. I don't know. Those charges in that canyon are not the best, but it's all I could do, and I just hope they work for him.
Well, don't gotta be perfect to be the best.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah. I can go now if it's temporarily appropriate for me to do mine in front of you if you'd like.
All
Sure,
we needed is
fine with
one
me.
victory, and it would have lightened the mood. Oh.
You know what you're gonna do after this? Hey, Teddy, you too?
Nope. Eat. I'm gonna eat my share. It's gonna be great.
Boy, howdy, that is a choice.
Nah.
I could, well, there's somebody I'm, looking for. I already talked to the rest of them about it before we came and picked you up, I think. But, looking for my husband, Harrison. He's, another pit fighter like I was. I don't know if you've heard of him. I don't know what name he's going by now at this point. Stage name's always changing.
Good old hardcore Harrison.
Oh yeah. I don't rightly think I'm all that likely to find him myself. And if you two aren't doing anything after this, you can always use the help.
I'll be more than willing to pitch in any way I can, as long as it keeps us away from the law.
Absolutely.
Oh boy.
I haven't seen that man in ages. It's been at least 20 years. We last ran into each other. You know, it's the nature of the profession. But if the three of us can get back to Sapphire, you know, this pennant we were on, I think that's the last time I think I heard it.
Can I eat some? Maybe nobody will notice.
I will notice.
I will crush you. You can eat some when we're done, and hey, you get free reign of the corpses when you finish here.
It's not so bad at all.
More than enough to fill up a train car. Think
Can't
of
let
the
him go to
volume.
waste.
Great.
If I can get you boys to help me out, I think I might be able to do just about anything.
Done a lot of things that I don't feel great about now as I come here to the end of my life. All of them in the name of the law. Never really got what I wanted out of life. I mean, went where I was supposed to go, shot who I was supposed to shoot, brought back who I was supposed to bring back.
That's us.
I guess I'm still not there.
We're hanging out.
She's meditating so hard.
Oh!
No,
It's changed that dang story, it hurt.
Oh,
my
Marshall!
story was the meanwhile to all of this.
Marshall, come on into the train car. We're having a story time.
I don't know. I just thought maybe I wouldn't die a lawman. I mean, I guess now I'm gonna die a train robber, but I don't know. Would have liked to have tried something else. I thought about maybe doing some folk singing in my youth. Fancied myself a bit of an actor. Of course, I always ended up playing the cops. I mean, but I worked at it. Practiced in front of the mirror every day. Different songs, different speeches. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sad I'm missing this.
I shot a kid. He was 13 years old. Oh, it was dark. I couldn't see him. He had a ray gun. Looked real enough. You know, when you're a rookie, they could teach you everything about being a cop. I live with the mistake. I never went anywhere with it, though. Turns out I was actually good at shooting people.
Huh.
Well then.
I imagine Teddy's got like a bucket of cash, like popcorn.
Sorry, I had to lighten the mood just a little bit. It was getting damn near maudlin as hell in there.
Oh man.
Come traipsing down the stairs. You guys better not be stealing your chair first.
No!
Yeah, we already left the planet with it.
Elon's on you. Have a good one.
Make it happen.
You just
Well, I hope to see you again, but I don't expect to.
God. Oh.
good. I think that's I had to break things up a little bit. I'm so sorry. You guys are killing me. I'm already dying, man. You have to come in and start talking about all goddamn. You're gonna be here when this is done. I'm going to be dead. So you get die hard.
And it's at that precise moment
gonna
that
be
the
with the
radar
Avengers?
alarms go off. There are ships approaching.
Now here we go.
It's already been.
Time to dance, boys and lady.
It's been 3 days.
Oh boy.
There are a half dozen large vessels in orbit around the planet.
Oh, shit.
Well, they better
Stop.
come
that.
on in.
So who we got on that orbital gun?
Probably,
They're hailing the fort.
Probably the widow.
a good shot.
Someone who's got more.
One of the ships is hailing the fort.
No. Hello.
Who's the son of a bitch that stole my money?
Who? May I ask who's calling? We have stolen a lot of sons of bitches' money.
You know damn well who this is.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry, I don't.
I believe it was.
And then I turn on the video screen. Hey, Elon.
Marshall Primrose.
Retired. With benefits.
Decided to be a train robber?
Oh, no. Driven to be a train robber.
Is that so?
Yes, sir.
You do that all by yourself?
No, you help. Shot a couple of the wrong people and brought it on yourself. So what can I do for you today, Mr. Baxter?
You can start by giving me my money back.
Oh yeah, I'll just carry it right up there now.
Somehow I don't think you're being serious.
I'm not. There's no way I could break Atmo with a car that big. We had trouble landing it down here. It's just too much money for one trip.
I'll tell you what, Marshall.
Well,
I always
you
kind
know.
of liked you. I'll give you 2 hours. Pack up, get the hell out of there, and leave my money, and I won't kill you.
Oh no, we already left. Come on down. Bring your friends.
I want you to remember that you wanted this. The screen goes blank.
Well, he seemed nice.
They're coming.
Real pleasant fella.
Station 1, everybody, let's move.
The ships begin their descent into atmosphere. Who is on the orbital gun?
Imagine that's gonna be Tulip.
Well, Tulip's gonna be on the sniper,
Tulip is in the tower.
so I can handle the orbital gun for the first wave.
All right, these 6 ships are breaching atmosphere. Go ahead and give me a shooting test at a penalty of 2.
2? That is the wrong guy. 9.
9 is a raise. It will quite easily hit one of these ships as it is descending into the atmosphere. The 3rd ship in formation is in fact the one that you hit. Go ahead and give me 2 12-sided dice for damage.
Ooh, 7 and 11, so 18.
That ship disintegrates and entering an atmosphere, causing the other 5 to immediately change course and return to orbit outside of the gun's range.
Mr. Baxter, it appears some of your friends lost their way. They're down here now.
I imagine some of them ain't nowhere.
Oh, another one just landed.
So I see you've gotten the defenses up and running.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't suppose there's any way we work this out, is there, Marshall?
Oh, no, there absolutely is. You just come down and have a little chatsy with me.
We'll do just that.
No, you misunderstand. Just you. You come on down, your men leave with all this money.
I don't think we'll be doing that, Marshall.
No, I didn't think you
I
would.
I hope not, because that's
a lot of
that's
our
not
money.
just his money. I got taxes to pay. I already went to jail once.
Not going back.
Don't worry, Elon. A fool and his money are soon parted, as I've proven already.
All
It's
snap.
at this point that the 5 remaining vessels launch fighters. Too small to engage with the orbital gun, they quickly enter the atmosphere and close with the port.
How small are these fighters?
About the
Car-
size of
car
your car.
size? Yeah, you can do some stuff to them.
There are 2 fighter defense batteries, so 2 individuals can
Yeah.
man these.
I will man one of these
All
fighter
right.
defense batteries.
That sounds like a
It
shooting.
is
Yeah, but
shooting at minus
assume the
2
race.
because it is a large system as
Because you've got
opposed
that
to an
giant
individual
spirit.
gun.
I mean, if y'all want, I can roll 1 die 4 minus 4. That's
Let-
up to you.
I suggest we not do that.
I've never touched.
Get somebody a little better at a gun.
But
on
there
the
are
other
2
one.
of those, so
I'm very
So I'll
good
take
at being
one.
shot.
Use that
All right.
shooting minus 2.
shooting test at minus 2.
6.
6 will hit.
600.
I mean, I'll take
something.
it if nobody else
Yeah.
is gonna jump on. I can't really make it that much worse.
So,
No, you can't.
be a struggle.
Unless
What's going on?
one of the fighter
Fighters,
defense batteries.
anti-fighters.
He's using one of them.
Oh yeah, and I'm on the orbital, so.
You can move weapons positions. pretty
Oh, I
easily.
can.
Yes.
Well then.
Shoot all the things!
That's true.
And I'm assuming you're still with keeping Teddy from eating the money. Because Teddy's not going to care that they're coming. He will eat the money if you don't
Yeah.
stop Teddy.
I
He is
will-
waiting for a chance to, in fact, eat the money.
Slowly just gnawing on one of the sides.
I mean, granted, it would take him a long time to eat
Smack him.
all of the money.
Teddy, get
He
it.
could eat something really
Well, that's why
valuable
we keep
very
him
quickly.
outside of the train car. So he has to eat his way through the armored car to get to the
So
money.
we got at
any
least an
given-
hour.
So
Sounds about right.
these fighters that are
Yes.
just entered, are they too large for me to kind of do a shifting like slam?
Well, no, slamming them is a completely different story. You just can't, you can't like move them since we're not in space because they're a little bit too heavy for you. But you can knock them around like nobody's
You can
business.
still use, that
Okay.
can still be used to hit things.
If you're screwing with their own momentum, they're already
Okay,
using
so
it.
I can just
It's a lot
like
less work.
make it feel like they just hit a wall or something.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna attempt that.
All right, we have that one. I need one of the other fighter defense systems roll, and I need a silence.
Is that also going to be at a -2?
Yes. Bigger guns are at the -2.
7.
7. That will also. So we have 7 and 6.
Having so
I
much
got
fun with all the
8.
dice.
Raise. That's a raise.
Wow!
Oh wow, so that's even more than.
So what's
Yeah.
the damage on a raise for that?
Okay, so.
they're pretty good shots.
You add a D6
You know the
to
thing or
whatever
two
it
about
says for the
slamming some
damage,
stuff.
unless it has
Yep.
special conditions for getting a raise.
Yep.
Your job is important. Remember that this money is going to help you find
okay.
Harrison.
Yep.
It's going to help
Well,
me
that's just
evade the law.
Dropping
Yep.
things, would that count?
Teddy will have
Yeah,
a
that
full
works.
stomach.
Okay.
Not if they
So-
kill us, get shooting.
I'm shooting as much as I'm shooting as I'm
I've
shooting.
never held a gun. I'm better at getting shot than shooting.
A D12 plus
I don't
a D6
disagree,
damage.
but
Yep.
putting lead
And
downfield
then add
isn't
the
going to do
D6
any
for getting the
harm.
raise.
There's only
Okay.
2. It's me and you.
So 2d6s in my.
Yep.
With a,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sniper.
And then I need
Okay.
2d8 and 2d8 from both of you for damage rolls on your fighter defense systems.
15.
15? Holy crap.
You have
Damage
throw.
doesn't raise, right?
wait, does damage
Yes, it
explode?
does.
Yes, damage explodes.
All right, well, that's
Oh, then. No, that wouldn't.
So only the one. this
only the
time.
one.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
the second D8, let's see how that goes.
Oh, that's
17
true.
damage, though. Good times.
15.
15. Well, 15 is the threshold on all 3 of them for destruction. So 3 of the 30 fighters are blown out of the sky.
3 of 30. Well, we done decimated their numbers. We can keep going.
They approach and open fire on the tower and the fighter defense batteries.
Well, she better not die before she can kill Elon.
Who?
The tulip in the tower
Why not?
because she wanted to. I thought we were friends.
I
There's
believe
one thing she
called
wanted, I
dibs.
thought.
Trying to respect her personal desires and goals.
Eight.
So many dice rolls.
Sometimes you just gotta roll a lot of dice.
11 of the fighters hit their targets,
Good for them.
which are going to be six of them are firing on the tower that hit, and the others split their fire between the defense batteries. The tower also contains the orbital gun.
Yep.
We do need that,
We need that real good.
Otherwise, fight's over.
pretty much.
But they can get 30 fighters in the canyon, so I'm not really sure how this is working out anyway.
It's better than 30 fighters and 5 cruisers.
Man, you can't fit 4 fighters in a canyon.
Real
Oh,
big
they're
cake.
angled down here, coming in, firing
Not
on
for
the
long.
tower and the defense batteries. Yeah, they can't get in. You're
We
correct.
should have just bought a big net. It's like a giant mosquito net.
That's what
for
the
whole
canyon's
canyon.
supposed to do.
Well, yeah, but we could put it on top.
Like the fact that 30 of them have a shot on us right now means we picked the wrong spot.
That's about the only way they can get a shot on you, coming in from orbit.
So then they only get one shot then?
And then have to turn around and come back, and then go do another run, and turn around and come back and go do
Okay,
another run,
okay.
leaving them out in the open the entire
so we
time.
just do this song and dance.
We gotta do it 10
for-
times.
Or they can decelerate, come into the canyon, and then just be turkey shot by the fighter defense batteries because they can't move around at all.
I hope they do that.
Ooh, that one almost hit the
Let's
money.
do that
Probably not going to do.
Oh,
No, not the money.
I'm with the money.
About half of the superstructure of the tower on the outside is blown off, but the heavy steel girders underneath don't seem to be phased by the light weapon attacks. Of the defense batteries, both of them are hit, but neither of them sustain any substantial damage. They have protective cowlings over the top of them that make them very hard to damage from this specific kind of attack. It's almost as if they were designed to repel fighter attacks.
Oh, fancy that.
All right.
Good job.
Mr. Baxter, I am appalled at your behavior.
You're the one that robbed me.
Right, but I was also smart enough to split the money up in places where I figured you'd shoot at. You just lost like a quarter of your fortune. Dumb bastard. Anyway, talk to you later.
You go ahead and give me a persuasion roll over there, Mark.
Yes, I will. Yes.
Let's see if he buys this.
Yes, I absolutely will. What is my... Oh, yeah, all right, I'm doing okay. Wait. Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
11.
You are incredibly convincing.
Did we?
And the fighter's
Oh my God.
turn, which gives another opportunity for defense batteries or for yourself to attack them if you so choose, or you may just let them withdraw.
If they want to withdraw, they can withdraw.
I figured there wasn't a benefit to attacking someone who is already in retreat,
Yeah.
All right.
especially since I got a limb.
They turn around, but rather than doing, a loop and coming back in to make another run, they just keep going back up into orbit and then...
Well, boys, that ain't going to work twice.
Nope. But it worked for now. That's what we really need.
Yep. Good call. I both in and out of character have to piss like a racehorse, so I'll be right back.
I'll go watch Teddy real quick.
Thanks.
And then it's dead silence for a couple of hours while those ships just sit in orbit. Clearly trying to come up with some kind of plan.
Can we
Can I regenerate
use
my
the
power
orbital
points in
gun
that time?
to shoot them?
Not unless they break atmosphere with the large vessels.
So, gaming question.
Shoot.
Can I regenerate my power points within this time?
Over
Or is
2
that-
hours, they will come back. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I got.
you got rapid recharge and improved rapid recharge, so
Oh.
you're like,
About 6 every hour are coming back.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I just didn't know if that was like a long rest or short rest thing.
Yeah, you gain back about 6 an hour or so.
Okay,
let's
sweet.
see
I'm back
here.
full.
It might be like 1 every 10 minutes or something even.
Oh wow, that would be handy.
Yeah, it would. Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember from
I
reading the
love it.
Rifts books.
Improved rapid recharge. 1 point every 15 minutes.
15.
Oh, wow.
Same.
Okay.
So you regain 8 in that 2 hour period.
Okay. Well, I only spent 5, so
So
we're
Yeah.
good.
You're full.
I figured I'd need to make
Yeah.
sure I was fully
and after
charged
a couple
for
hours, the
this.
sun begins to set, and they still haven't made another attempt or made contact.
Maybe they just left.
Oh, they're still showing up on the radar. They're
Yeah.
just sitting there in orbit.
I think they're trying to plan what they're gonna do.
Maybe they'll come in the dead of night.
That's what if I was gonna rob somebody, aside from a train.
You ever try to navigate a canyon in the dark, though?
Yeah, but I would land some people outside of it and have them go on foot.
Mm-hmm.
So
So.
That'll be a bit of a walk for them.
it will be, but better than getting shot down out of the sky.
Yeah. No, it's really, I'm hoping their only option. Attack from as many points as they want. They've got a bird's eye view of the canyon. They know the ways in.
Mm-hmm.
They know where we are. They know their options.
Yep. I'm back.
Yeah, what he said.
Thank you.
XYZ.
No, I'm good.
And you don't really get very restful sleep, but in shifts, you take little naps here and there. Snapping awake every now and again, thinking something's happening, only to have
Jetty's out money.
just dead, quiet, and silence. Until at almost the crack of dawn, you hear a shot from the tower. Sons of bitches is here! You hear the widow call out.
Well,
Do you See how
Coffee?
many?
I'd go for coffee.
Those shits are all over the canyons.
Shit.
Good. It's where we want them. Which way are they coming in?
All three.
Good.
They walking or they got armor?
Mixed.
Okay.
All right. Front positions, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get it moving.
Yeehaw.
Start
You
getting-
know they're coming. You hear a couple of shots go off from that tower in that meantime. Obviously using her elevated position to good effect.
He knows what's up.
That's three less.
Oh, way to whittle them down, Widow.
Only about 100 more.
Yeah, figured.
That's a lot better than I thought. I'm gonna be honest. I was
Yeah.
expecting at least 500.
They are all over the canyon coming in. You've got visuals from some old beat up cameras looking in the control room and can decide how you want to handle this.
Well, we got 2 chargers set in 2 of the canyons.
But one of the charges is bullshit.
I did my best. So I will take that one.
Question. Do the anti-fighter batteries we have set up, do they have enough swivel room we can aim them down at the
No,
canyon?
but the 2 gun emplacements on the tower do.
Oh, okay.
But somebody's going to have to run up that tower and get on them. They're manual. You can't just, control them.
Sounds like a me job then.
It does a little, doesn't
Oh,
it?
Yeehaw. I'll
It
take the
involves,
bomb.
Let's go.
it involves operating machinery.
Yes. Kind of my
yeah.
thing.
Oh, you got the
Detonator.
kaboomy stick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaboomy stick.
Take
Thanks.
that kaboomy stick.
All right.
Is
Is
this
there
the
a
good one or the
specific
bad
place
one?
you're wanting to draw him to?
Oh, no, he ain't going to be
that's
here
bad.
right
That's
now.
bad one. We're going to give the good one to
We're just going
someone
to kill
else.
enough of them where he
Because
has to come
They'll be
down.
afraid
All right,
when
so
it
this
blows
is
up.
just-
They can just go punch him.
That's
It's
it.
a
Knocking him
fake boom,
down,
punch, punch,
Drawn
punch.
into the
Exactly. I'm gonna get in
Yep.
the middle of about 33 of them, and then I'll just roundhouse kick all of them.
Just spin.
I
Spin
did
through
take ballet for about 3 years.
Maggie is kicking Buddy. He's right here.
This is correct.
That checks out.
She's also one of the only people in the spot where she can take shots at these people at the present moment.
So yeah, run up so I can get on those guns.
Running up, you can hear her shooting. It gets louder and louder as you're running up. And there's obviously return fire, but that spot of hers is so protected that anything short of heavy ordnance isn't going to take it out.
All right.
So are they like at the top of the canyon and we're at the bottom, or are they just?
The fortress is built into the canyon wall.
Oh, okay, so like Helm's
So you're
Deep kind of-
technically inside the wall of the canyon. Designed to be really, really defensible.
That is not at all what I was
No,
going on
it
up
makes
here
it
in my
really hard, and
pictures.
particularly if, say, you were to shoot, really heavy ordnance from up above, planetary bombardment, it'd be really hard to take this position out. It would always
Okay,
be a
yeah,
gun pointing
'cause
into
the-
space that no matter what, you're just going to blow up all the rocks around it, and anytime you try and fly and land on the planet, they're going to shoot you and you're going to die.
Okay, my mental picture was all wrong on this. So
If
we're
only
good.
we had more than 5.5 people.
I mean, it's the first fortress built
Fort
into
Earth is
something
definitely
that, like-
designed for a group of about 80
Like
soldiers
a,
or
like
so.
a proper garrison.
Yeah.
perhaps?
I mean, it's only a forward operating garrison, but hey.
All about to home alone, those sons of bitches.
Yeehaw!
Indeed. So as you're running up the tower, we have you guys are going to detonate charges. Is that how that's going?
I suppose so.
I was going to go and start running booby traps while he
All right.
detonates charges.
All right, so I have both the diffusers. Hey, should I use the good one or the bad one first? I do the good one first.
Yeah, do the good one
I
first.
do the good one first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the good one first. Is this fun?
Or,
This one.
That was the...
I'll just do them both.
oh my god.
All right, I need you to give me another repair roll based on the device, and I need you to give me a smarts roll to try and use his device.
That one I can do.
Pushing a button is too hard for you.
He can't figure it out.
it's
He
not
starts
all
punching it. He's
thing.
like, I don't get it.
I punched it as hard as I could.
I do math. I don't
The
use
one
it.
he
Roll
succeeded
again.
on, you almost can't fail. However,
All right.
On
This
both?
is-
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
He's doing it again, James.
I got a
He's
7.
doing-
I didn't.
Oh, good.
13.
13 on the first one.
Use all of our luck.
So
and
13 on the
we'll-
first one. And what was that on the 7?
7.
And were you using the good quote unquote one first or the bad?
I was using the bad one
The
first.
bad one first.
Yeah, give them a little scare, and then the
Bad
second
one
wave
first.
is
There's
really
still
neat.
enough between the 2 successes
Hey,
and the 2
Let's
raises.
get him.
Hey, let's blow more stuff up.
But you're able to set it off.
All right.
And I want you to go ahead and roll 2d10 to see how many guys you catch in that blast.
Oh, I love that.
100 minus a bunch.
No, just add it. Don't.
Okay.
Add the 2d10.
7.
7 guys get caught in that blast and are killed or buried alive.
Out of the
I'll go
100?
kick them later.
And it'll help. And everybody else who's in that passage is going to have to either climb over or turn around to go the other
Can you
way.
imagine the morale implications of having to climb over your still living, buried alive friends?
They're pretty significant.
It depends on if they yell loud enough.
This is also.
I can
I
hear
assume
them
there's a lot
here.
of screaming going on.
It's all white noise now.
Oh,
Oh, you got space tinnitus?
And go ahead and give me the second roll and the second roll for the second device. Holy
those
crap.
Both explode.
that's 5.
That explodes again. So 12. It's only going to be 15.
15, but that was the good
Oh.
one, so it was already up a die, and the 2 raises jump it up another die. So give me 4d10 for casualties on that one.
Boom!
It was so good.
The good one worked good.
10, 15, 16, looking at 23.
23. So a total of 30 of the initial wave of 100 are blown away by explosive charges or buried alive
I could
in the
do
span of just a couple of seconds. Those explosions like reverberate through the whole canyon.
Venomous snakes.
It shakes.
Oh, we blew up the snake!
No, they're safe. They're safe. They're in the other one.
Oh, we blew up the snakes, but we did not
It
blow
even
up the
shakes the
pit of
tower
snakes.
as you're running up in it. And just as you're getting to the gun emplacement, I'm not sure how to run the snake pit, so I'm going to have you roll 4 smarts die for the first 4 guys in front. Any of them that fail, run into the snake pit.
Pass. Fail.
Oh no, you're going to roll their smarts die, so roll
Oh.
the 4-sided dice.
Oh, they're
Oh,
dumb as
mooks.
hell.
Oh, they so mad.
Why is there a bunch of moving rope down here?
2.
That one blows
Oh,
up.
that one blows up.
That rope looked at me funny.
That guy made his. With a 7. No. No.
So of the
No.
first 4 running, 3 of them just go straight into the pit of snakes. The 4th one is able to catch himself and stop the other guys from running in to the pit of snakes.
Spinix.
But snakes don't mess around.
Do you guys see
There's a
space
snake.
vipers?
Now this of course means that they have to run around the pit of snakes, putting them directly into the path of the barrel trap.
Barrels!
So for this one, I want you to roll a smarts die of your own die for the attack. Make sure to include your wild die.
Oh man, this is fun.
Wild. Oh.
This might be a moment of burning one of those bennies.
I like those bennies. They're mine. You can have that one.
Long
All
time.
right.
But do you like snake
Oh,
eyes more?
damn.
That's significantly better.
Yeah. Yeah.
10, that gives you a raise, so I want you to roll 3d6
Oh,
for the
jeez.
number of individuals caught in those barrel explosions.
Do I reroll 6s?
Reroll the 6.
16.
Some
16.
big,
So
big
half
barrels.
of the force is taken out by barrels, snake pits, and explosive charges.
Barrels and
And
snakes and charges. Oh my!
the sniper before you even reach the gun emplacement. And so when you get into that gun emplacement looking out into this canyon, you can see the carnage from your explosions. You can see a snake pit. The guys are still screaming at the bottom of the
Whoa.
pit, getting covered in snakes. It's absolutely horrible. And
Rough
there are a
life
few
for
guys
them.
still running around on fire from the red barrels in very classic fashion.
Catching other people on fire as they bump into them.
I need you to give me 4 shooting tests at -2 for the machine gun emplacement.
Okay. Alright, so the first one.
Voice shot. Oh!
Ooh.
Alright, so we're looking
So
at
2
9.
9.
Yeah, 9 for the first one.
So that's a raise on the first one.
4 on the second one.
That's a success on the second.
Bang.
4 on the third one.
That's a success also.
And 8.
That's a raise. So you have 2 raises and 2 successes. Damage is 2d8. Make sure you get to add a d6 for the two raises. So 2d8 and a d6
For each one?
For the 2 1 raises, roll them separately. So
Okay.
2d8 and a d6 for two of them, and then just 2d8 for 2 of them.
Alright. So first raise. So that's 4 damage for the first raise.
All right.
Oh! I clipped his nose.
He now
He's
has
just-
a really nasty splinter.
He's shaken, but because it's an extra, that's killed.
Oh, nice. Alright, so for the second raise.
Okay.
So
They're
that's
squishy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's very dead. Very, very dead.
Excellent.
So dead.
And then for the non-raises,
The
just
non-raises,
2d8.
they're just straight 2d8 rolls.
Okay. It's a
Remember the dice explode.
explosion. 12, 16 on the first
Very,
one.
very dead.
2, 5 on the last one.
Are you gonna save any for the rest of us? It's okay if you don't.
I'm fine.
Oh, he's got this. He's down there. Fisticuffs ready.
Come on,
You
get
open
'em.
fire from the machine gun emplacement and just chew the crap out of the first few guys running through it. A bunch of them take cover and get into kind of a standoff positions, and they start firing up at you in your emplacement and the sniper in her emplacement. So I'm going to do 5 shots on you and 5 shots on the sniper.
Have fun in your cover.
No. I'm ready.
You could always pick up one of the dead ones.
Well, they need to get 8s to hit him because he's in hard cover, and they roll d6 to hit.
So only with an explosion.
Yes.
All right.
One of them got explosion there,
Oh, no.
and 10. We have 1 hit. 1 hit on you.
Oh no.
Same thing on the widow.
It'll be alright.
I should be fine. I hope.
1 hit on the widow as well. These do. We're gonna do 5 damage to you. What is your toughness?
5.
5. So that's just enough to get a shaken result on you, unless you want to use one of those bennies and make a soak roll. Otherwise, just wait until your turn and try and overcome it.
I think I'll just overcome it. I've got
All
some
right.
cover.
You
Doing
are
good work.
shaken.
Just take a breather.
Calm down.
On the
Press
widow,
all the guns.
Hey, Danny, you're good. You're
Just
good.
like
the
smooth
widow
out,
takes
spreading-
a wound and
Oh,
is
no.
wounded once.
Oh no!
She is now bleeding.
Gotta hold out, widow. Elon's gonna come soon.
We cut back to the inside. You guys have set off charges.
Yep.
You have set off traps. What are you doing?
I mean, there's guys still running around out there.
Oh, out in the
right?
canyon? Yeah, all kinds of them. Getting a view on one means being they can shoot at you.
Okay, so.
You can, of course, get into a position that has cover, but
Yeah, because I'm inside. I can,
Yes.
like, look out.
yeah, you're going to need to
Slip
find a
window.
spot where you can see physically out, which
Okay,
means that you
yeah.
can be shot, but again, kind
I'll
of like
still
shooting them,
have
it's
some
much
cover.
more difficult.
Okay,
It takes a lot of ammunition to
I
get
will
something.
find most visual versus most cover
All right.
kind of position. Like, maximizing both.
It's almost like there's these spots up near the main entrance, as though they were set up for people to use for just that.
Oh my
like
God.
A,
You got some
like it's a
murder
fort.
holes,
You
girl.
got
Just-
some
except-
proper
Yes.
crenellations
Except
up
you
in
can
here.
just telekinetically drop grenades on them.
I hadn't thought about that.
You gotta have something to
But
throw
yeah.
through.
He did
So-
put some boxes of grenades near those windows on
Oh,
purpose.
well then I'll
It's
throw out what I was
again, you know,
thinking.
it's almost like
It's
somebody
almost like I
planned
planned
this.
ahead.
Just make it rain, girl.
Wait, we have grenades. I'm gonna go get some grenades.
You've
Do
got.
your
Let's
thing.
assume you've got some. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't make it 100% clear. We've got grenades and rifles for everybody.
Got
Yay!
bandoliers of grenades.
You get a grenade.
They're
and
going
you get
over
a
my
grenade.
blazer, which is the only
There
thing
was
I
very
wear
much
over my
the
chest.
1980s gun up montage moment that happened.
For
See,
some
I
reason,
missed
we're all
that
wearing
'cause I
red
was
headbands.
meditating.
We're ready.
I was meditating. I missed that.
They just
So-
kind of set them all next to you.
Okay, and my gap of vision is large enough for me to hut grenades through.
Oh yeah, you believe you could easily launch a few out there.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna.
want to launch some inside a group of fellas?
Yeah.
Go ahead
just
and give me a
like-
psionics
and-
roll and launch that thing at him.
So let's see here.
Sure wish we had some grenades right about now.
9, 10.
10. That is a success with a raise. So I want you to roll a d4, and then an extra d4 for your raise for the number of individuals that are caught by that grenade explosion.
I'm juggling the grenades.
Safety first.
Hey,
all right, I ain't
you be
pumped
you. At least you'll take a few out with you.
And then one more because you got a
Goes off while
raise.
you're
So
juggling.
it's going to be
Yeah.
3 plus 2.
I've been
So
shot
5
5
total
times in
dice
the
get
last
hit
few
by the
days.
grenade. I want you to roll 3d6 for that grenade damage.
Sweet.
It's gonna hurt some boys.
Oh yeah.
And remember that dice explode.
You gotta re-roll both of those.
The whole band.
That's upsetting.
That's 12, 14.
Use it like a bolus.
Oh, of course.
We're at 20 right now.
Wrap
21.
around the neck and
21 points of damage. Oh man, those 5 guys take 21 points of damage.
Just
Too bad we're playing poker and not blackjack, or we would have just won.
4 of them are a little more than boots and like a hat and a piece of wood. One of the guys managed to like get into cover and only get like half of his body blown off, but he's still very dead.
We can rebuild him. We can make him stronger.
But he at least, you know, they will have something to put in a casket for him. The other ones, not so much.
Oh, the lucky ones just get the shrapnel.
Before I get to them shooting or using any other traps, are you going to be doing anything explosive charges?
We've set off both of the explosive charges, but I also have 2 bandoliers of grenades.
Yes.
So I'm going to kind of hustle my ass over to put this one of the 3 sides that has the most people left in it.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull the pin on one of the charges on one of the bandoliers and huck the whole thing.
Throwing the entire bandolier of grenades. This is always a good idea. Except when it's not.
We're severely
God.
outnumbered.
Give me a throwing roll, please.
Absolutely, that's
I mean-
this one.
the way we're going, I don't think we'll be outnumbered for long.
That's gonna be a 6.
That is a success.
Just watching this insanity.
So what I
happen.
want you to do is, I don't know exactly what's going to happen when this goes off, so I kind of want to do some scatter dice fun with it. So I want you to
Okay.
pick up 4 dice. It doesn't matter what dice they are.
Okay, I'm gonna mix it up. Go with all
I
different
like random
ones.
dice.
And I want you to call odds or evens.
Odds, always odds. Those are all odds.
All of them are odds. So by some sheer coincidence of luck, this first grenade going off doesn't actually penetrate the shells of these other ones and set them off first, but sends them out away from the explosion before they go off.
It's astrophysics.
That's totally how this works.
And just some sheer freak accident. So I want you to make 5 separate D6 attack rolls.
Never tell me the odds.
Alright. So the way multi-attack works is you get 1.
Don't do it that way. Do
Okay.
it with all of them because this is an entirely specific set of circumstances.
This is insanity, is what we're going for here.
That's gonna be a 3. That one misses. That's also a 3. Oof, I threw it
These
real
are
good.
only going to affect dice rolls. It's all right. You still will get them.
That one's a 3.
3. Okay. Still have 3 of those.
Hold on, 3s.
That one's Snake Eyes, so I'm gonna Benny that one because Snake
Alright.
Eyes are always bad.
Snake eyes.
That's a 5.
That one.
Is that 4
Alright.
or 5?
That's 4.
Okay. No. No, I'm doing it again.
Burn those bennies up.
I'll die later. That's a 3, which
A 3.
is better than consequences.
All right. So I need you to roll 4 individual d4s. Every time you roll that 4 times, subtract 1 from it. The
Okay.
5th time, I want you to add 1 to it.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 2.
2. Okay.
That one explodes. That's going to be 5.
All right.
That's going to be 1. That one also explodes. That's going to be 6. And then
Okay.
the last one, that's going to explode, which is good. So that's going to be a total of 8.
All right. So you hit a total of 22 individuals with this scattered grenade throw. Essentially, every single guy that was coming through the canyon that side caught shrapnel. So give me a 3d6 damage roll for every single one of them.
Some good work, Jack. I'm glad you're on our side.
Just one to use on all of them?
Yep, one damage roll to use on all of them.
That's good.
You know, whatever.
You did work.
So if you do a
did good
really
work.
crappy damage roll, it
We're all-
sucks for all
It's
of
a
them.
team.
Yeah. I feel
It's
valuable.
gonna be 6.
6?
Yeah, so just 3 die 6 flat.
Yep.
It's gonna be 6.
Does your no mercy come into account there?
It does. I could use my final and most fantastical Benny.
Considering how low you rolled, that might be a good idea.
Might as well.
Like,
I'm gonna take the coin back
you
though,
don't
'cause
use
that's
it,
my
you don't
die
get to
too.
keep it.
Ah, gotcha.
It's true.
We don't let
That's
you take
much
them home.
better. That one explodes.
See that? That might have been worth it there.
Yeah.
17.
17. Now the 7 probably wouldn't have killed anyone, but that 17 is going to be really hard for them to not be killed.
I did it. I used all my Benny.
So proud of you.
That was insanity. Like,
12. 16. 20. So far, 20 of them are flat out dead. All 22 are killed that you hit with those
We've now
explosions.
gone through 75%
of the first wave.
I flex. Like over the corpses.
You have chewed them to crap in about 30 seconds total time since the first shot was fired
Shit, that's half my
by
grenades.
Tulip.
It's okay, there's more.
I'm gonna go get more grenades. I didn't realize
Marshall?
grenades were good.
You had set off your booby traps. You can now hear all the explosions and gunfire raging. That machine gun is operating.
lots of grenades.
Everything is working as planned. As long as you don't send any more guys, we'll be fine.
We got this.
You're so dead. Okay.
I'm picturing this as like a big 1919 Browning, big sucker, real
Oh,
slow.
it's huge. Yeah.
I just stand in a window and like just.
But I suppose I could man one for a little bit.
All right, up on the tower and grab yourself a gun. Give me a 4 shooting tests, all of them at -2.
Teddy is unsupervised.
8.
He's locked outside. We have
That's
at
a
least an
raise.
hour before he can get through the bulkhead of that train car.
6.
Yeah.
That's a success.
And what, it's been,
9.
like,
That's a
30-second
raise.
round or something.
8.
That's a raise. So you've got 3 that you get to add a d6 on the damage to for that 2d8, and you've got 1 that's just the 2d8.
All right, so 1 is 2d8. Seven and 7, so 14.
14. That fellow is very dead.
And the other ones have more, right?
The other ones, it's 2d8 and add a d6. But you got a raise on all 3 of those.
11.
11.
I just pulled straight to the head of the body count of this whole group.
Dead.
Like you're
11.
explosive and then the bandoliers.
So
Dead.
many bombs.
And 11. All 11s.
Dead.
Lot of 11.
All
That's
different
all
versions of it.
4
Nice.
dead.
Wow.
Almost 80% of the force has been eliminated.
I'm gonna keep firing, but I'm
getting-
shaking. I don't know what
Oh,
to
you're
do about
shaking. That means you need to make a spirit test right now at the start of your turn to see if you are going to be able to act.
Oh, well, let's find out.
Make sure to roll your wild die as well. Or you can spend a Benny and skip rolling the spirit test altogether and automatically recover.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled, but let's just
It's
do
okay,
that.
you can still
Let's
do
just do
that.
that instead.
You are
We can do
recovered
this.
automatically and can act as normal because you have spent the Benny.
Excellent. Well, I'm a fire
You
it.
shrug that hit off like it's nothing.
It was fine. It was fine.
I mean, besides, the marshal just ran by, jumped on a gun, and hit 4 guys too.
Exactly.
You cannot let him
There's
outscore you.
no way he's gonna show me up. All right, so 4 shooting tests.
Yep.
All right, 6, 7,
Remember, they're at -2.
4,
Okay, so
5.
1 success, 2 success.
Explosion. Explosion. So 12.
raise.
And the last one. Explosion.
2 successes and 2 raises. 2 of them is 2d8 out of d6, and 2 of them are just straight 2d8.
So we'll do the successes first. 6. What's that? 13 for the first one.
That kills him outright.
6. Explosion. 14, 16.
Kills him very, very dead.
The other one's with a d6. 5. 10.
Very dead.
The last one. Explosion. 9, 14. 16.
Very, very dead.
4 at a time. It's slow, but it's steady.
I'm going to start with our 17 survivors are all opening fire on the exposed individuals, meaning that 4 of you are going to get shot at 4 times, and 1 of you is going to get shot at once. I'm including the widow in this count.
And I am holding cover for reference.
It's-
I'm not just standing in the middle of everything. Go!
You're going to be the only one that gets shot at once.
I'll take it.
Because you killed almost everyone over on that side, so only one guy has
I
a shot
also
on you.
killed almost everyone on the other side, to be fair.
And I've got
So 4 shots on the outlaw.
Oh, honey.
Things weren't looking good for
Oh,
the
honey.
I have 3 successes of those 4 shots, 1 with a raise.
Cool, cool.
So I'm going to do those damage rolls real quick. First one's a 5.
Toughness of 5. So
Second one's a 3. Is not going to do. And the third one gets to add the d6. I'm going to have a 12 on that one.
So
I need you to either take some nasty damage or spend a Benny to make a soak roll.
Soak it.
yeah, I guess
Okay.
I'm gonna make that so
All right,
cool. That's
so
what
we're at 12 on this damage, minus 5 for your toughness means 7 is remaining. You get to roll your vigor die, whatever it says for that, and subtract it. from that 7.
Okay, so I need at least a 7.
Get him.
That's not anywhere close to a 7.
Still, what do you have?
So minus 2 brings
makes
it
it
to
a
5.
5, so it's only a wounded once. So you are wounded once. This
That would be
means
2 wounds, right? 'Cause
This is
the
a
other
wound.
guy. Well, the
There's-
other guy rolled a 5, right?
the other guy got a shaken result.
Oh, okay.
Right, and you didn't
Gotcha.
get hit while you were shaken, so,
So-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so you are just wounded at
Okay.
this point. But you are, in fact, now wounded, and all penalties
Like
for
I said.
being wounded
Mm-hmm.
apply.
So -1 would be.
Yep. To anything you're rolling from here on out, you're at -1 because you are bleeding.
It's okay.
All right. The 4 shots on the marshal.
got a couple, huh?
Honey.
I'll be all right. Just some bullets, right?
Just a few. Just a
I got
couple.
2
I mean,
that made
you're
it
about
through.
to retire anyway.
1
so.
with a raise.
All right. I'm about to retire permanently.
First one is gonna be 4 for damage.
4 damage.
Yeah, which I don't think is enough.
Oh, and don't forget, you have a +2 to hit me.
Penalty of 2 to hit you.
Penalty of 2.
So only that raise hits, so that 4 damage doesn't matter. So only the raise one matters. And it's going to do a total of 13 minus your toughness.
Of 8.
Puts it at 5. You can make a soak roll if you so choose, or choose to be wounded once.
I don't even get to the I'm skipping shaken. Okay.
Because it went over 4.
Oh, right.
If you reduce it by even 1, it will only be shaken.
But I have to spend a penny for that, right? I'll do it.
All right. It is at 5. You can roll your vigor die. If you reduce it to 0 or less, remember to roll your wild die as well. It is no damage.
8.
It, in fact, does no damage to you whatsoever, and
Oh,
you
and
are not shaken.
Yeah, and I've also got like all that other nerves of steel, improved nerves of steel.
So even if
hard
you
to
took the
kill.
wound, you wouldn't suffer the penalty for it.
Right.
Too sick to live, too stubborn to die.
Exactly.
But in this particular case, because you spent the Benny, you are, in fact, not even wounded at all.
Hey,
By sheer luck, it
That's
just
how
blew
I
a
take
hole
mine.
in your hat.
You shot my hat?
He shot your hat.
You son of a bitch!
Oh, so it's me now?
Yep, I'm making 4 on you.
Okay.
I don't have a single success on you. They can't seem to hit you. However, that was just the guys coming in the front. I have a group of guys, power armor, that were coming in through the back, meaning the tower.
Right, roll.
Things are looking good for our hero.
Oh boy, squishy people encased in metal that I can.
Ooh, like a tin can.
I've been looking
Marshall,
forward
put a
to
steady
this.
hands.
Like that can of beans you got
It
earlier.
means if, say, like you're riding on the back of some
Okay.
unsteady surface or running and shooting, none of the penalties that normally apply for a bad platform.
You try and shoot me yet?
I have one that's going to make
That's
one
right.
shot on you.
Just making sure.
Not even close. However, the guys in power armor break through the tower and are going to
Terrifying.
attack Miss Tulip
It's real
Laylock,
scared.
the sniper,
The winner.
the widow.
We should help. I'll help.
And all four of them get not a single success. You can hear gunfire above you, and you heard like some mortar and stone and metal tear. It sounds like there's something going on in the top of the tower.
I'm gonna check it out.
From here on forth, we're going to jump into the initiative deck
Alright.
as things get interesting.
Okay, I was wondering.
That was just the lovely cinematic charge moment where, you know,
We looked so
80% of
good.
them got blown to bits, and all the little planning and perfect stuff was done, and they
I
shot
would be
it all
really happy about the
well.
job we just did if I haven't seen both versions of Magnificent Seven as many times as I
Yeah,
have.
that's like this is where we start kind of like.
I've only seen 7 Samurai.
It's like that, but with guns.
Right.
So many guns?
So louder.
All the guns.
Okay.
No.
Nope, can't take that one.
No. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Why can't you take
No.
the fourth?
He's too
He
fast.
has to take 5s or higher.
Oh.
He's taking the edges.
Nice.
He's special.
And then he can
Permission.
redistribute those.
Permission to kiss my ass.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's everybody got? We got
I got a
queens.
queen.
Got an ace.
6.
Okay. Let's see. You do fine with the queen, I think.
I'll take it. Been called worse. This is for you.
All right, who has the highest?
I believe
Ace of
The
spades.
ace of spades.
Ace of spades
Wait,
is
wait, wait,
first.
Marshall, is there any reason we should keep manning these machine guns when we got
Hell
something
no.
going on? All right. So, I guess I'm gonna fall up to the tower to try to help the widow.
All right, you go running up those stairs and burst into the little room that she's in. There are 4 guys in powered exoskeleton armor.
Can I draw my dueling pistols with my quick draw?
You will be at the multi-action penalty of 2 for your shots because you ran up the stairs.
Okay. Well, okay, so I got quick draw, 2 fists, and steady hands. So I pull them both out,
Mm-hmm.
and I can shoot them both.
Yep.
You can shoot both.
You still
You
think the
would
multi-
be at -6 if you were anybody
Okay.
but you.
But instead, I'm going to be
You're
at
only at
minus
-2,
two,
but you get to
plus
make
the
2
wounds.
shots.
Okay, yeah.
So -3 and you make 2 shots.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
But you only get your wild die on one of those
Okay.
hit rolls.
I'm okay with that. We'll go with the first one then. See how that goes, shooting this guy down. Don't worry, widow, I got your back. It ain't a good back. Can't help you much.
Sorry,
So
Tulip. I
that-
just shot you in the back.
My bad, Tulip. So that's
Yeah, it was
0.
on me.
0. All
Yeah,
right.
'cause 3
Roll the
minus-
next one.
That's a -1.
You are just a little winded from the wound and the blood loss, and you're just not steady coming up those stairs, and you snap off both shots too quick and miss both of
I
them.
tried to.
Who's next?
I got a queen
Me.
of hearts.
I got a king.
You got the king.
I got the king.
king. Danky king.
I cannot see any of these dudes from where I am.
They are upstairs from you in the tower. And the outlaw definitely went running up there and fired off shots.
Shit. Cool. I'm going to. How? Just one floor up?
Yeah, it's full flight up.
Key rat.
I'm not so good with stairs now that I'm dying. So tell you what, I'll take a grenade and I'll chuck it on the middle of the ceiling and see if I can make a little elevator for them to come down.
Fingers crossed you ain't in the middle
I
of the
hope
room.
this works well.
Well, I know you're not in the middle of the room.
Oh, that's true.
We've had nothing but fantastic
I know
luck.
which side the door's on.
Door.
I'll just make sure it's the opposite side.
All right, give me an athletics test, I guess, or
For throwing?
yeah, or a smart space test for picking the right spot, or you tell me what you're doing and why it should be a.
I can give you either. I can give you the notice for that, or I can give you a, common sense, or
I think common sense
fighting,
is
shooting,
gone.
or athletics. So whichever you want.
I think I'm gonna go with the notice one. You got to pick out the right spot, and you got to hear where they're at.
Yeah, common sense left when he tried to throw a bandolier of grenades.
It's not the stupidest thing we've done, probably even today.
And
Oh no!
Oh no!
Last one, friends. Oh, there we go.
Much better.
You hold it, time it, toss this grenade up, and it goes off. And blows a pretty sizable hole in the floor. Roll a d4 for me.
4.
All 4 guys come falling down onto your level.
Hello, boys.
Give me an agility test.
Whip. This. True.
The widow makes hers, and she stays on the floor she is on.
Explosion. 2, so 8 minus 1 because I'm wounded. 7.
7. You also manage to grab onto something and stay on that upper floor. But there's basically nothing between you and the widow now. She's on one side on like this tiny little space, and you're on the other in front of the stairs on this tiny little space. And through the dust and the rock and debris below, you can see the 4 guys in their exosuits and the marshal. Clearly, he just detonated a grenade at your feet.
You ain't never done nothing by halves, have you?
Don't think small.
Who's next?
Queen of Hearts.
Oh, it is me.
Hearts
Clubs.
before
I
clubs.
got-
Hearts
turn
before
this
clubs.
So as
Collect to keep.
I
Sometimes give it to you at the end of the round.
Into the round.
I forgot it was reverse alphabetical.
how dare you?
You could do this though, because
Sorry.
this is.
So are
Oh.
any
Won't
of
make a difference,
the
though,
first
Oh, yeah.
question? How do
Don't
these
inform me the
That's why I didn't say anything.
how do these exosuits compare to the ones that I'm used to getting the crap beaten out of me in?
Really similar, just the military grade version.
Okay.
You know, they're nothing like ridiculous over the top, but the people inside of them, you're aware, can take quite a beating.
I know what I'm working with.
They, however, are above you in the tower.
Okay.
You are down on the lower floor level.
I'm gonna make a.
And there are still a lot of guys on that lower floor level trying to make their way in.
Yep. All right, you hold those guys off.
I got him, I guess.
Can I hold an action until people start busting into the lower level?
You could.
All right, I'm gonna hold that, and then as soon as they do, I'm gonna start beating them up.
You got
with
another
my
bandolier.
big knuckles.
All right, I'm going to
So-
actually give you your card back then.
Door
Got
if you want
another
to
bandolier.
blow
Over
this
to you.
building up.
I've got a box.
All right, you are on the lower level as well.
Okay, so I'm not like on the other side of the thing. I'm.
No, you
Yeah.
almost are like,
I enjoy
imagine
the
like
idea of
twice
having
as
like
big
a
as this
hold-out
room.
bandolier,
And
like, go ahead.
Okay.
Lilac Jack's on one side and you're on
It's
the
got
other.
one. I'm
Okay,
holding the
so do
bandolier.
I
I pulled the
see
pin up, but
any
I've
guys
still got the
with
plunger.
exosuits?
You
No,
shoot me.
those
No.
4 guys
You'll
are all
die.
above you.
Dead man switchboard.
Okay,
They're all on a floor above you.
so.
I could just put the pin right back in. and Y'all could walk
They're on
away
the floor above me.
We could talk.
In
we
fact,
could
you
dance.
might not even be aware that they're even around.
Oh,
for about
so I didn't
half
like
of a
hear the
second.
grenade.
You can hear
We'll never
gunshots and
dance again.
gunfire. You don't know what
Oh.
it could mean there's 60 guys up there. Could mean there's 6.
Okay.
Could mean that the outlaw and the marshal decided to kill each other. It could mean any number of things. Without
Long
you
may
being
they
up
reign.
there, there's no way for you to know for sure.
So I guess
I broke you out of prison
gonna-
just so I could take you to a backwater planet and murder you.
You know, it sounds like something you
I mean,
do.
it, probably not
Sounds like a
likely.
plan.
Probably something else. But
Yeah.
at the very least, there's definitely shit going on upstairs. But
Okay.
the widow and the outlaw and the marshal are all upstairs.
Well,
And
then
only you and Lilac Jack are down here on the ground floor.
I'm gonna do deflection and run upstairs.
All right, give me a psionics roll.
I guess I'll hold off the encroaching army.
You can do it, Jack.
Well,
I'll be right down.
wait,
You get
there
the
are
big
more
guy.
people coming
God.
in.
They're going to be coming through that front door any second.
I got it.
Well, then I'm gonna
I'll just
cast-
body block them.
Well, I'm gonna cast deflection and just run out front door.
All right, give me a psionics roll. Balls out.
Hell yeah, Butch.
I mean, like, okay, so
That's a raise on the psionics roll. So what does
Okay.
deflection give you with a raise?
Okay, so with a raise increases the penalty to -4 for anyone fighting.
So
or
everyone
against
shooting and fighting has a -4 penalty to attack you while that is active.
Yeah, and it's active for one.
Am I playing a simultaneously smarter and stupider
Let's see.
Captain America?
Duration 3.
You?
You
Yep.
can
Yep.
spend
Yep.
1 point every
Should've got
round to
stuff
keep it
to
going.
Oh, okay.
So for the next 3 rounds, that will be in effect so long as you can keep spending 1 point a round. If you lose consciousness or something happens, you won't be able to spend points and you'll lose the power.
Yeah. Okay, so
So there's that, and
Yeah.
you run out the door with deflection. There's about 17 guys or so who are just about ready to try and kick in that door that you run right into the midst of. Just right out the front door, and right, all of them.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna wait.
nobody told me to wait.
I thought it was
So-
implied.
Widow is next.
Just
You're brave.
I
Grenades,
am
huh? 2 can play that game.
sober for the first time in 30 years.
All
I've
right.
never felt so alive.
Essentially.
Well, as soon as you're dead,
Well,
we're
I
just
The
got
gonna
widow
toss
is
it
going to
bandolier out
assume
there.
that the 2 of you can handle the exosuit guys because just watched you run out the front door and is going to try and give you cover fire against some of those group of guys that are all around you.
What else was I gonna do? Run up some stairs?
Who
The
runs
widow's going to take the
upstairs?
multi-action penalty to shoot 3 times.
Hell yes.
Get 'em.
She'll miss.
Petra.
She'll miss. And she'll hit.
Thought you said she was a good shot.
She was.
She's bleeding a little.
She has like this much floor to stand on right now because of the grenade.
Yeah, she's like just leaning
That's
on the
true.
window.
Shots come from above, and one of the guys right next to you, his head just explodes from the impact of her rifle. I mean, it's designed for really big games, so when the bullet hits him, it's really graphic.
Sometimes you just gotta bring an anti-material rifle to a dude fight. Bang.
Very accurate. All right, that brings it to the bad guys. Now the 4 guys in exosuits.
We don't know that they're bad.
Oh, they're very bad.
They're just being paid by the bad guy.
We do the 4 guys in exosuits first. 2 of them are going to. Oh no, right? There's 4 people
Yeah,
they can shoot.
they
at.
got to get up.
How many of them? Let's see if they're actually
There's
even
4
hurt at
people?
all. They're not going to be hurt inside those exosuits from those falls. That's just not enough damage.
We
to
still
do
get to
anything.
multi-action them if
I
they
got
want.
Yes.
I got
They're
another
going to have to shoot
bandolier.
the penalty, but all 4 of them are going to shoot, and we're going to see who they're going to
Take it
shoot
down
at.
the tower.
So we are going to shoot twice
Take it
at the
down,
marshal, once at the outlaw, and once at the widow. 2 shots at the marshal.
Looking for sixes. Looking for sixes.
Nope. 1 shot on the outlaw. Nope. 1 shot on the widow is going to be a success.
Widow!
Tulip.
And the widow is already wounded once. And that shot was a lot of damage, so she's going to spend one of her bennies. 'Cause
Yes.
She is
Yes.
unlucky and try to absorb that a little bit.
One of
And
her
not
two. One of her
die.
2 minis.
One of her 2 bennies. She's going to go ahead and spend the other one. Oh, no. All right, that's a little better. That's going to get her into wounded, twice
Dose.
wounded, 3 times total. She
Oh,
is
she's
1
not-
wound away from incapacitation
not-
or death.
Not doing well. Not
Flick
doing
away.
well.
She should have had more cover, but
Down on the ground floor, I'm going to make 16
I didn't even, like, look at
people
where I
are
saw
going to
that
try to
bandolier.
attack you. They all can't. So there's a limit to the number of people that can dogpile on one person.
Makes
In this
sense.
case, 5 of them are going to be able to physically attack you. The other 11 are just going to push through the
And
door
they all
past you.
got -4.
They all got -4, but they don't know that.
They're stupid. They never seen a space wizard before. And they're also all named Cooter. It's my favorite name.
Cooter 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know.
None of them with that deflection barrier up can manage to land a hit on you.
They're all shooting bullets,
I'm invisible!
bouncing off their
Oh no, there are
magical
5 of
shield.
them actually physically tried to jump her and just couldn't. That little deflection barrier, you just didn't touch a movement. It's quite the amazing
Like a
sight to
magical-
see.
Like mosquitoes on a windshield. Just stink, 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 stink.
Of the ones that burst through, the first 4.
That's where my sweep comes in. I'm gonna try and domino one of them over into the other.
You can make the sweep attack. You do have
I
it.
can make the sweep attack on all people I am adjacent to.
That would be able to get the first 4 through the door.
Well, I suppose that is only gonna be at a -2 as opposed to a -8. What am I looking at here for my fighting again? Oh boy, howdy, would you look at that 12?
Yeah, it's the big one. It's the big one.
It's the big
It's
one!
the big one.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Take our germs.
That's only gonna be a 3. What are their parries? Is anybody bad?
Their parries are 4.
I look really cool as I just shove him. Like I'm trying to get
Guys, get away.
I'm
Get
getting
away.
in a fight in high school.
You got no bennies
Come on.
left either, huh?
No, I used all
We
of them
all
on
out of
grenades.
bennies. Oh, except for you who
That
hasn't
was a
used
3
any.
that failed.
That was a 3 total.
3 is not going to be enough. So those first 4 are going to attempt to return the favor as they come through.
Good.
Although I have a
I also think it's good.
Oh, that doesn't break the parry, thank goodness.
No, not one of them breaks your parry score because you have an obscene parry score of 8. That whole being really great at fighting makes you really great at defending yourself from people fighting.
I'm used to being punched, so I know how to not do it anymore.
And so to give everyone a good look at it, we have 2 people, one on just the outside of the door and one on just the inside of the door, fighting 17 people to a standstill. I want you to picture that.
Hey man, this is the way things go, you know?
I will rub my bone in your eyes.
Oh boy.
Hilarious.
I'm so glad I ran out that door. I don't care what happens
You
next.
having fun out there?
Let's do another round.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
We can do it both.
Yeah.
Them ladies.
Alright.
I have more energy than I've had in a long time.
Hey, first time I've been able to throw all 3 out and not return any of them.
I have a fall.
I'll get you, don't worry.
I got a 7.
I got Jack.
All right. I got a 10 and a 9. I'm going to give her the 10 and you the 9.
I'll take the 9.
How's the widow?
She's got a 9.
Oh, yeah, she's good. Me, I got an ace.
I believe you will be going first then.
This still a discard pile?
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Go on right ahead with your ace, sir.
And let's see, there's 4 of these fellas down here in close quarters with me
Oh yeah.
currently. I think this is like a perfect opportunity for a scattergun. This seems like shotgun weather. Would I be wrong?
No.
I don't know.
Make it rain.
Yeehaw.
Let's street sweep these sons of bitches. Not to say anything bad about their mamas, because I'm sure they are fine, fine women who just made a couple of missteps along the way and had children who became bastards.
You ain't responsible for
Now
what
at this
you've been.
close range, the shotgun will be getting the +2 bonus to hit.
Ew.
So you might want to take the multi-action penalty and shoot multiple times.
Well, I mean, with the scatter, I can probably.
but
just
you
make
can
one
still
attack,
shoot
right?
multiple times.
Yeah, let's do it twice. That sounds like, that actually
Sounds like a good plan.
Sure.
No, man, it's a great idea. All right,
I mean, they
So,
got
yeah.
big armor.
So 2 straight
I'll
rolls.
multi-attack them. Won't hit nothing if I do that.
No,
Oh,
you
plus
straight
2.
roll.
Yeah, so it'll be 5 then.
So if you have 5,
will
so
hit.
still hits. That's a success. It's just not a race.
And another 5.
5. So both shots are going to hit. So I need 2 separate damage rolls, and they're the highest number, the 3d6, because they are right up on top of you. No one is out of range on that one. Just give me 1 roll for the first one.
1 roll for the first one is 9.
So they all take 9 on the first one.
Now we're talking.
Woo!
Oh!
Girl.
That's 2 explodums.
19 on the second one.
And 19 on the second one. So the first one
Wait,
is
yeah, 19.
the first one won't be enough to get through, but that second one, unless they have some surprising luck here, that's not going to work out so well for them.
Screw your luck.
One of them is fine. 3 of them are dead.
Whoa.
One of them was really lucky. He just happened to dodge just behind all his buddies at the last second, and those first 3 just got torn to crap, and he managed to get out of it completely unscathed at the last moment. But his 3 friends are very dead.
Bye now.
Don't come
Who's
back
after
on.
the ace?
Jack. Well, thank you for leaving me one.
You're
Well.
welcome.
I'm gonna fire 2 shots into him. This is right, minus.
You only get the wounded penalty that
Only
you
the
have,
wounded. Okay, so just minus 1.
because you have done nothing else.
All right.
But you could take a penalty and shoot multiple times. Remember that each time when you're shooting pistols that you make an attack, you make 2.
Okay.
So say you wanted a multi-attack, you'd make 2, then make 2.
You can also double tap, which is firing 2 shots for +1 to hit and +1 damage, but it costs twice the ammunition.
I see. Well, because they're in armor, we'll need more damage to punch through, I believe.
So you could take a penalty of 1 plus your penalty of 1 for being wounded and shoot a total of 4 times if you wished.
That's pretty good odds.
That's pretty good odds. Okay, so that'd be a total of -2 to shoot 4 times.
Yep, and 4 different chances to do it.
Okay, let's do that.
Tear him up!
So this first shot did not hit because it's
That's all right.
-2. Oh, sorry, brings it to a 3, which
It's not enough.
not enough. All right, the second one though. All right, still not enough. This side wound is getting to me.
It's all right, you got 2 more.
Got 2 more.
You know, you're seeing double, but you got 1 gun for each of them.
I believe I may have made a mistake by shooting so many times because that's also a miss.
But it's so much cooler.
All right, last one. All right,
There we
that's
go.
what I'm talking
There
about.
we go.
That's what I needed. in
Yeah,
my
we
life.
needed.
All right, so
Got
11
it.
-2, 9.
9, that's still a raise, so you get to do your normal damage plus add a d6 for the raise.
All right, must borrow a d6. Thank you, sir.
4 bullets with 1.5 bullets worth of damage.
All right, so it's 13.
13, that will be enough to penetrate
Cupid.
that armor of his.
Whew.
And kill him dead with the 1 on the
Excellent.
wall.
Thank you, Marshall. Needed that.
I'll go ahead and
Ooh,
grab that
upside.
jack from you. And that ace.
You don't need it no more.
That puts the 10 of spades next.
So I am effectively surrounded by these guys.
Yeah, they're all over. They're behind you. They're in the building. They're on your left. They're on your right. They're
Okay.
trying to grab you. They're trying to stab you. It's just not pretty.
Okay.
You've fought a lot of people at once before. You're pretty sure this is the most people you've ever fought at once, ever.
Challenge accepted.
So what you need to do is just grab one of them and beat everybody else with that guy.
It works, I've done it.
Use a dude to hit another dude.
Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I actually was gonna like guy closest to this side, crush armor, and just kind of do a battery of sweep.
All right, that will be a multi-action penalty, but you'll be using
Okay.
your psionic skill for it. So,
Yeah.
give me a psionics roll at -2.
Which,
Dice still explode,
yep.
so you might not want to use that Benny just
Six.
yet. So that
You
9,
still-
10, -2 is going to be an 8. Is still a raise on the first one.
So don't
Okay.
spend that many. Hold on till the end of time.
You're able to pick up, what was it, did we work it out to like 600 pounds or something?
Yeah, I think
Which is-
that was the, like,
that he is
the
most
max.
certainly under 600 pounds,
Okay,
so you can
so-
quite easily pick him up.
But I want to crush him first.
Give me the spirit dice damage.
Okay.
What is it? What did it list there?
You're
I'm
dead,
gonna-
and now you're dead.
I'm gonna juice this man.
It does 2d6 plus her spirit.
A little
Yeah.
fresh squeezed man juice.
Yeah.
D6 plus spirit die, and then add a
D6.
D6 for the raise.
Now, there's a
So,
couple ways
Okay.
you can take that.
2d6 and your spirit
There's a
die.
lot of ways to take it, but
Yep.
Kill
pulp or
them
no
all.
pulp, it's up to you.
Spend that Benny. Spend the
Really
Benny.
down towards the bread.
Do it
Can I
again.
reroll?
Yep.
Get him!
Yeah!
Holy crap!
That's
Whoa,
22
whoa.
before she re-rolls anything.
Yeah, 22.
This one man has made mistakes.
So 28.
28, yeah.
In the heat of the moment, you grab this guy and you do way too much force, and he kind of, it's like clapping your hands on a tube of toothpaste that you took the cap off of.
And now you literally made a wrecking ball out of him.
And then give me your next one for swinging him at individuals.
Okay, so it's just my wild and my spirit.
Oh God! That's another raise.
That's gonna be another raise. So give me that same damage for this next guy the dude that you hit with the other dude. Remember, add the d6 for the raise. So you're still at the same damage that you just rolled.
Oh my!
These poor man.
So after popping the first guy like a pimple, you just slam him down into another guy who's taking a step towards you to throw like a lunge with a knife, and it hits him in the back of the neck, brings him to the ground, and as he hits the ground, his chin kind of turns up, so he's still staring straight at you, but his body is pointed very much vertically while laying on the ground.
Oh.
And the last thing he sees
He's
before
bowling-
he dies
you're
is
bowling
a
for bad guys.
cackling mad woman.
She's definitely crazy.
God damn space.
So now you cover the man ball in some lighter fluid. Set it up and just.
Impromptu fireball.
Hearts will go before diamonds, so
That is correct.
but spades will go before hearts. So the bad guys.
Take it away, Mr. Durham.
No, the 2 is dead because it was the powered armor guys.
Sorry.
How dare
Quite
you.
all right.
Street sweeper.
More of them pile in since we've lost 2 of them, and we actually have it down to 8 and 7.
I'm too
It's
stupid to play.
not because they want to attack you more than her. It's more of ran inside because they're trying to get away from
Yeah,
her.
of course.
She's a terrifying lady.
Out of the fire into the other fire. Come on, do your
So
best.
happy.
One of them comes really, really close, but still doesn't manage to hit you because of that deflection you have.
Yeah, and I'm keeping that up. I got enough points. I'm keeping that up.
Probably
Will you
why.
give me a notice roll while you're doing
Oh.
what you're doing there?
I don't notice too good.
The level of fun that you are having right now is hurting my feelings.
Just sit down and die, old man. That was in character, old man. I'm not
Oh.
calling you an old man. as a
Wild
human
dice
being.
also.
And the sit down
Okay.
and die, old
I
man.
have one that matches your parry with an 8.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud.
My notice roll was a 4.
Notice rolls a 4. Okay.
I have a
That is a
D4.
success. And I have one that is a 10. So I have 2
All right.
successes.
Come at me.
I'm going to do 1 point of damage and 1 point of damage. Wait, they're knives, so I got to do this. So I've got to do, sorry, 4 points or 5 points.
No.
2 of them.
No.
Neither of them capable
No.
of overcoming your toughness.
They get caught in my jacket. My very sharp jacket got the leather elbow pads. It's tweed.
Ooh, that is nice.
You happen to see that there are quite a few more guys in the canyons that didn't do the rush in, that have been like making their way in while everyone.
They're the ones with the IQ over 80.
Yes, the slightly smarter ones. There's not very many of them, but you can see that they've been taking their time, and you are just lucky enough to notice them. They're in like full camo-looking gear and everything. Like they were trying to not
Can I
be
do
seen.
something about that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But you're aware of it now, which no one else is.
Oh wow, really?
Loot box?
Loot box.
Loot box.
The widow has the spades, so she's going to go next and fire at one of the individuals trying to kill you.
She's on 9 in his regard.
And definitely hits on that one. What's that damage? That's a 2d10, armor piercing 4, so none of his armor applies, and his brains get splattered all over the ground.
I don't even notice amongst all the carnage.
So much gore. It's like, ah.
There's just blood everywhere. It is graphic, and the guns have not stopped firing. Inside the building, you are swarmed. What are you doing?
So are these like classic style pin and plunger grenades?
Absolutely,
All
sure.
right. Take the bandolier, pull the pin, still holding the plunger. Y'all walk away and don't shoot me. You don't have to blow up.
But they'd have to walk in.
They do have to blow up.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They can
Give
make
me a
it go.
persuasion roll.
I mean, I'll do my best. My persuasion isn't very good, but I do have
Well,
grenades.
if you fail, they run into, or if you succeed, they run into me. If you fail, they
Yeah,
stand
and I'll
still.
tail 'em.
Like it's fine.
And then we'll be together. We are looking at a 3 with a bundle of grenades. 3 plus 5 for each grenade.
They're looking from you to the grenades, from you to the grenades. You're not sure what they're gonna do just yet.
And like over their shoulders at the like splatter.
And they start to back away.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's a side door that way if you don't want to go into the Space Wizard.
Send them to me.
Send them to me! Send them to the deaths!
The guys fighting you also start to withdraw. It seems like a retreat order has been given.
Oh, okay.
This is probably very bad.
And stepping
like
out
it.
beside you, you can see Lilac Jack holding a grenade with the pin pulled out,
With the 4 others attached.
with the others attached. It clearly has intimidated a group of them, the group of them into withdrawing.
You've got some grip strength, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Grip strength was his nickname in high school.
It was supposed to be a demeaning, but I kind of just took it to heart and went to gym a lot.
Do a lot of like hand exercises.
Yeah.
And they are, of course,
In my
withdrawing,
sleep.
but while they're withdrawing, the other ones, those guys in camouflage, who you now see as well, have guns trained on you. You get the feeling that if you try and throw that grenade, they're probably going to put a bullet in you.
Can I just like pull the rocks up from underneath them?
You could try.
Okay. I mean, they're gonna shoot at us.
It's gonna stand a pretty good
They're
chance.
currently not shooting, but
Oh, wow.
it seems to be that they're kind of in the a standoff, as it were.
Oh.
Man's got a grenade. As long as he's holding that, they're not going to shoot. And
Man's
as
got
long
5
as
grenades.
They're going to shoot. One can't throw
The
that.
number matters.
But
The number matters.
I'm thinking long term, like what's gonna happen when one of you has to make a decision of throw the grenade or shoot
We
at
go
us?
back inside and I put the pin back in because I haven't released the plunger.
Oh,
That's a solid plan.
okay, we'll go with that.
The one that doesn't
Alright,
get
you
us
step
blown
back
up.
inside the
Looking forward to
building.
crushing some
First
people.
wave seems to have been repelled.
Oh my god!
That was fun.
The
Oh,
widow
that
is
was
bleeding
horrifying.
bad.
I guess none of us have like medicine.
Hey, open the door. Hey, open the door.
Oh,
Can I?
I just pushed it. I didn't actually.
That's fine. I'm throwing it through the door.
Roll 2 6-sided. If you roll boxcars, you hit somebody.
Alright.
No, they have moved.
That's fine.
Oh well.
The grenade
Pretty high
definitely
up
goes
the
off.
floor!
Good try.
Nice try, but all right. You are hailed once again from orbit. Is this how it's going to be, Marshall?
Well, so far, I'd say yeah.
You're just going to hide down there in that hole? I'm going to dig you out, blow the whole damn place
I gotta
up,
replenish all my
burn off half my damn money to get you? Is
Yeah,
that
I
how it's going
figure.
to be?
Yeah, I can figure I can handle about 2-3 more of those waves before you get us. It cost you almost as much as we stole, and I don't even feel bad about it.
I'm taking some tie line and
So
fashion
what?
more bandoliers.
You just want
I
to
thought you were doing a hand jive.
square off at high noon, settle this in the street? Is that what this is about?
Yep.
It's a classic.
You know you can't beat me, Marshall.
Well, I don't know that. I mean, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I mean, if you're afraid to find out, that's fine. I was just trying to get your attention anyway. I already rattled your cage.
Yeah.
I'll let you fight it out until you get your money back, or you can just have it all right now. We can settle this like gentlemen.
You know, Marshall, gunfighters like us are like the wind blowing over the land and passing on. I'll meet you in the street.
All right, but not high noon, if you don't mind. Sun is everywhere.
How long are days?
How about
on the planet?
sunset?
Sun's
It goes over the ridge about 2:30.
Correct.
Sounds good.
2:30.
I'll kill you then.
2:30.
I have restocked my grenades.
And I replenished what I can.
You've got about an hour before this duel is going to take place.
Can I rig up some sort of not bleed anymore thing going on? Is MacGyver a tourniquet up in here?
You guys do your best to patch your
Yeah,
wounds
I
up,
do
but
this
you're still bleeding and hurt. Some of you are. The fort is pretty heavily damaged.
Kind of expected to get shot already today. I want to be honest.
One
I know, I
of
was
these
kinda-
remaining ships breaks formation and slowly begins its descent down towards the planet's surface.
Absolutely blow down the sky, but I know Marshall wouldn't like that.
I mean, it's
I
Gets
just wanna
lower
Be a
and
shitty thing to
lower,
do here.
and lands at the edge of the canyon.
It worked.
Opens up. A few dozen guys come out.
You ain't wrong.
At the rear of it, Baxter. He's a little long in the tooth these days. A lot more gray in his hair than the last time you saw him. As he steps off the ramp, a crack of a shot comes from the tower and his hat flies off the top of his head and he steps behind the ramp. God damn it!
I forgot to tell Tulip.
We didn't.
I almost got the son of a bitch!
I mean, that was a pretty good shot. Just claim it was intimidation.
He ain't gonna be happy about that.
Oh, no.
God damn it, Marshall!
That wasn't me.
I could just crush his ribcage right now. Just one more.
You remember Mrs. Blaylock?
I
She
believe I
remembers-
do.
She remembers you.
All right then. Are we gonna do this or not?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you when you get here.
He begins walking towards the fort, nice and slow.
So do you want me to influence any of this?
No.
Because I can.
I think this is
Done it a
between them
lot
now.
before.
Oh, I'm sure. No. This is how I'm choosing to go. Hopefully that doesn't bother nobody too much.
Better to die on your feet, I guess.
There's a chance that they all just gonna rush in here if he goes down.
That's why I got the
Yeah.
10 grenades back.
I kind of figured that's why if I crush him now, we still have you.
No. No, I don't think you do.
Well, you're lost.
How's your clock
Would've been
ticking?
fun.
It's counting down. Today's the day.
Oh. Do we have a plan if he goes down? How we are getting out of here?
I
Kill
do.
Baxter in the land
Oh.
party. Oh, shit.
Enlighten us before you go, please, sir.
I mean,
There's a cave behind the little chapel area there.
Hmm.
And your getaway vehicle is inside. You can probably get away with what you can carry. It's not gonna take that whole train car, but problem is once you hit that door, it's gonna bring this whole place down on itself.
Hey boss, I got most of that loaded up like you said. I only ate like, I don't know, 30 or 40 grand.
Actually, that's not too bad. I expected worse.
yeah.
There's a
Thank you,
lot.
Ted.
You sure this is what you want, boss?
Yeah.
All right then. Good luck.
I used all of that today already. Fresh out of luck.
No
The
kidding.
marshal strides out of
I
the
got
fort
some.
to meet his foe in the street.
You got this, Marshall.
Yeah. Well,
He's fast, but you got gumption.
well, you all can get out of here.
I ain't leave until you go down. Wouldn't be right.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You're a good boy.
Do my best.
I'll make sure none of these other fools
Draw.
interfere.
Keep going. Keep going.
Not so good. I ain't faster than him. Never have been.
And they both draw, and Baxter, despite his age, is so fast. He's like lightning. In fact, as you're watching, the marshal ain't even drawing fast. It's like he's not even trying. Not like he's not even trying to win the gunfight, but like he's not even trying to outdraw his
I'm
opponent.
not.
Like
I'm
he
not.
don't care.
Slow and steady wins the race, friends.
There's a race with bullets, but
Give me your shooting test, sir.
He goes well before I do.
I know, but this is a duel. Give me your shooting test.
Well before I
Oh, that's a good one to blow up.
do. Only a 15. Oh, last word. 16.
16. So that's gonna, that's a pretty significant hit. So give me a damage roll with the raise. Well, you took 9 from his shot.
Ouch. I don't have any bennies to spend.
No, it's enough to hit you to wounded.
Yep, that'll give me a wound.
Already up, and it'll get you to wounded twice total, because it's 2 of them. 9 is a raise in it.
No, he needs a 6 to hit me.
Oh, your toughness is an 8, so yeah, never mind. So it'll only be wounded once. You're gonna be wounded once on yours, and then your shot did how much damage? You said
8.
8 on the damage. Did
Yeah.
you add the D6 for the raise?
Yeah,
and
no,
the
I-
D6 wild die.
Yeah, I rolled shit.
Okay, 8 for the damage. Both of you shoot each other and fall to one knee. Draw again. But your shot on the second goes off first. Both of them shoot each other.
7.
They struggle to raise their arms. Give me a damage roll.
Oh, yeah. 17.
Both wounded. They hit the ground, their arms slowly going. The marshal raises his hog leg first, and with the shot, Baxter falls over backwards, right between the eyes. Blood and brains everywhere.
Slow and stick wins the race.
That did not go as expected.
Bang.
I always believed in the marshal.
And then the widow opens fire on the group of individuals down below, giving you a chance to run.
I gotta try and grab the marshal.
I'm going with him.
Marshal's way out there amidst all those guys.
Can I like just
Go, goddammit!
I mean,
That's your call. He's telling you to go.
Not leaving him.
Not leaving him.
well,
Gonna
I
have to
can
drag me with
I
you.
can hold. Is there
Alright.
range on?
You want to grab the marshal physically with telekinesis?
I mean,
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
sonic roll.
I'm well under 600 pounds, I promise.
yeah, I'm just like he's been dying for months. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
7.
That'll get me.
You yank him back inside like he's a paperweight.
And I try to catch him, but it doesn't really work.
But they are already rushing the fort. And there's vastly too many of them.
Come on, let me hold the door. You get to the ship.
The widow has not stopped shooting.
Marshal. It's one of the bandoliers.
Oh, just thought it was like this
Well,
one.
you didn't die in the fights, you might as well die in this one, I guess.
This,
If we're doing this, we gotta go!
this
Run!
Is it. This is it, Marshal?
See you, kid.
Just let you know. I never forgot. Run.
Let's go, you sons of bitches.
Thank you guys for watching ZOE Game Night. I'll let you work it out in your heads how that went down. But the boys escaped with the money. The widow and the marshal got their revenge. And Baxter is no more.
Drunk's just along for the.
And we kept Teddy alive,
Yeah.
which I was not confident in.
I want to thank you all for joining us. I hope you join us again on Monday for Metaverse.
Masters of the Metaverse.
Wednesday we're going to be doing some more Battletech, and Thursday we'll be back for another new ZOE Game Night. Will it be something different? Absolutely. Do I have any idea what it will be?
No!
We'll figure it out.
I love you all. Thank you, and good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Man.
Guys, we're done here.
Night, guys.